Hi everyone, so we are just going to have a look at a past question paper. So it's from 2023 and it's from the Reading Higher paper, the AQA Spanish Higher paper. And I just want to point out a few key skills and ideas to help you approach the reading paper. So I would have a look at the questions first of all to see what's asked of you before you even have a look at the text and try and work out what's being asked of you. So we've got the questions and answers in English here, and it's multiple choice. So you've got a 1 in 3 chance of getting it right. So never, ever, ever leave any of these answers blank, because even if you haven't got a clue, you can guess one of the answers, and that you've got a chance of getting the answer right. So it says, what do we learn about the mayor from the interview? Finish the sentences and write the correct letter in each box. So the mayor lives with his children, was born on the coast, has always lived in Oviedo. So when you look through these questions, you could be now preparing your brain for what information you're going to be reading. So you can have a look through and think, how do you say children in Spanish? How do you say coast? Always lived, it's thinking about this vocab and preparing your brain, and obviously being really careful for false friends and distractors that may push you away from the correct idea. The mayor thinks that the city needs more car parks on the outskirts. So how do you say car parks? How do you say outskirts? Cycle paths, pedestrian areas. And the mayor knows that the number of robberies in the city has gone down. How do you say gone down? Has gone up, has stayed the same. And the mayor is happy with the volunteers because they are keeping the library open. How do you say library? How do you say open? Or a way of getting around that. They are going to clean the river. How do you say clean? How do you say river? And they have fixed the toilets in the square. Okay, so how do you say toilets? So let's have a look at the text. Dígame, señor, ¿desde cuándo vive en Oviedo? Llegué hace 3 años. Mi vida aquí es muy diferente a la vida en la costa, donde nací y donde todavía viven mis hijos. So a key thing to do is to take a highlighter into the exam and highlight any keywords, tenses, and anything from the question that you might need. So let's have a look at the question again. Does he live with his children? Was he born on the coast? Has he always lived in Oviedo? So just have a look at this section here again and see what you think you would choose. So he says that he arrived 3 years ago. Llegar is to arrive. And then he says that his life is very different to his life on the coast where he was born. The verb nacer is to be born. Nací, I was born. And todavía can mean yet or still. So his hijos, his children, still live on the coast. So therefore the answer is B, because he was born on the coast, he doesn't live with his children anymore, and he hasn't always lived in Oviedo. So question 1, B. Well done if you got that right. Question 2, he thinks the city needs more car parks on the outskirts, cycle paths, pedestrian areas. So he says, es una ciudad tranquila gracias a las zonas peatonales. What are zonas peatonales? Tener aparcamientos en las afueras es bueno. Hacen falta caminos para bicicletas. So aparcamientos and caminos. So if the verb caminar is to walk, un camino is a path. So therefore, what is caminos para bicicletas? Have a think about what you put for question 2. So las afueras is the outskirts. Caminos para bicicletas are cycle paths. So 2 is also B. Well done if you got that right. Question 3. He knows that the number of robberies in the city has gone down, up, or stayed the same. So it says here, sé que el número de robos aumentó el año pasado. Es un gran problema. So the verb aumentar, can you remember what the verb aumentar is? It's to increase. Bajar, to go down. Aumentar, to go up. So therefore, question 3 is also B. Well done if you got that right. And the final question, he's happy with the volunteers because they are keeping the library open, they're going to clean the river, and they have fixed the toilets in the square. So, los voluntarios son maravillosos. Limpiaron el río y van a arreglar los aseos en la plaza. Ahora los voluntarios están trabajando en la biblioteca porque sin, this word sin means without. A massive distractor sometimes depending on the context and the sentence. Su ayuda, what's the verb ayudar? Tendrán que cerrarla. So what's the expression tener que? It means to have to. So they will have to, future tense. And cerrar is to close. And the la, which is tagged onto the end of that infinitive there, is referring to the biblioteca, the library. So have a think about what you'd put for question 4. And the answer is A. They're going to keep the library open. Sorry, they're keeping the library open. So that is just one question, a few exam technique skills on how to approach the reading questions. Have a look at my other videos to help you with the other skills and the other parts of the papers. Adios.